Throughout the ages, people have sought wisdom not only in science and medicine, but also in ancient texts that have stood the test of time. Among these, the Bible is a remarkable source of guidance on many areas of life, including the foods we eat. Centuries before the advent of modern nutrition science, the Bible referenced a variety of foods that nourish the body and promote healing. Today, we turn to these ancient teachings, exploring the healing foods straight from the Bible and uncovering their profound benefits for our health and well-being. Let's begin with one of the most iconic foods in biblical history. Figs. Mentioned dozens of times in the scriptures, figs were cherished for their sweetness and sustenance. In the book of Kings, King Hezekiah was gravely ill, and the prophet Isaiah instructed that a poultice of figs be placed on his boil. Not only does this passage illustrate the use of figs in healing, but modern science also confirms their value. Figs are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and essential minerals like potassium and magnesium. They support digestive health, help regulate blood sugar, and contribute to heart health. The humble fig, celebrated since ancient times, remains a symbol of nourishment and healing. Next, consider the olive and its precious oil, another pillar of biblical nutrition. Olive oil was used for anointing, lighting lamps, and most importantly, as a staple food. In the book of Deuteronomy, the Promised Land is described as a land of olive oil and honey. Olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, renowned for its ability to reduce inflammation, support cardiovascular health, and provide healthy fats essential to brain function. Its monounsaturated fats and polyphenols combat oxidative stress, while its anti-inflammatory properties have been linked to a reduction in chronic diseases. Beyond its culinary uses, olive oil's mention in biblical healing rituals underscores its sacred and practical role in promoting wellness. Bread, often called the staff of life, is another foundational food in the Bible. In the Lord's Prayer, believers ask for their daily bread, a symbol of sustenance and provision. In biblical times, bread was made from whole grains such as wheat, barley, and spelt. Unlike the refined grains common today, ancient grains retain their fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Whole grains provide slow-burning energy, support digestive health, and help regulate cholesterol and blood sugar. The bread of the Bible was a wholesome, nourishing food, a reminder to seek out unprocessed grains for true sustenance. Honey, described as a land flowing with milk and honey, is another treasured food in biblical text. Samson found honey in the carcass of a lion. Jonathan's eyes brightened after tasting a little honey, and Proverbs describes honey as being both sweet to the taste and healing for the body. Raw honey is a natural sweetener with antibacterial and antifungal properties. It soothes sore throats, supports wound healing, and provides antioxidants that protect the body from cellular damage. Unlike processed sugars, honey offers enzymes, minerals, and vitamins, making it a healing food in moderation. Grapes and wine play a central role throughout the Bible, symbolizing abundance and joy. Jesus' first miracle turned water into wine at a wedding feast in Cana, and Paul recommended a little wine for the stomach's sake. Grapes are packed with antioxidants, notably resveratrol, which is linked to heart health and longevity. Red wine, consumed in moderation, is believed to reduce the risk of heart disease and support healthy blood vessels. Grapes themselves are rich in vitamin C and K, and their skins and seeds are loaded with phytonutrients that have anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Enjoying fresh grapes or a small glass of wine can be both a celebration and a healthful practice, as inspired by biblical tradition. Pomegranates, with their ruby red seeds, are another fruit of significance in the Bible. They adorn the robes of high priests and the columns of Solomon's temple, representing fertility, abundance, and divine favor. Nutritionally, pomegranates are a powerhouse, brimming with vitamin C, potassium, and polyphenols. Their juice has been shown to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and improve cholesterol levels. The antioxidants in pomegranate help protect the heart and may even slow the progression of certain diseases. Eating pomegranate seeds or drinking their juice is a delicious way to honor this ancient symbol of life and health. Lentils and other legumes are frequently mentioned in the Bible, most famously in the story of Esau selling his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of lentil stew. Lentils are a humble yet mighty food, rich in protein, fiber, iron, and folate. They are an excellent plant-based protein source, supporting muscle repair, stabilizing blood sugar, and promoting digestive health. In an era when meat was scarce, lentils provided essential nutrients and sustained people through difficult times. Today, their benefits are recognized worldwide, making them a perfect example of biblical wisdom meeting modern nutrition. Barley, another ancient grain, provided nourishment to countless generations. It was the grain used in the miracle of the loaves and fishes when Jesus fed the 5,000. Barley is high in fiber, particularly beta-glucan, which is known to lower cholesterol and improve heart health. It is also rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Barley's low glycemic index makes it an excellent choice for supporting balanced blood sugar levels, and its nutty flavor adds depth to soups, salads, and stews. Herbs and spices hold a special place in biblical healing. Frankincense and myrrh, gifts of the Magi, were prized for their medicinal and aromatic properties. While not typically consumed as food, these resins were used in ancient remedies for inflammation, wounds, and infections. More common culinary herbs such as mint, dill, and cumin are also mentioned in the scriptures. These herbs not only add flavor, but also possess digestive, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory benefits. Incorporating fresh herbs into daily meals can elevate both taste and health, echoing the practices of biblical times. Fish, especially from the Sea of Galilee, fed multitudes and was a staple in the diets of Jesus and his disciples. Fish is an excellent source of lean protein and healthy omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain and heart health. The consumption of fish is linked to lower rates of depression, improved cognitive function, and reduced inflammation. The simplicity and nourishment of fresh fish reflect the biblical emphasis on wholesome, life-giving foods. Nuts, too, are found in several biblical passages. Almonds, for example, were a symbol of watchfulness and renewal. Jacob instructed his sons to bring almonds as a gift to Egypt. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and healthy fats, supporting heart health, skin vitality, and brain function. Their crunchy texture and satisfying flavor make them a versatile snack or addition to salads and baked goods. Vegetables, though less frequently mentioned, held an important place in the biblical diet. In the book of Daniel, Daniel and his friends requested a diet of vegetables and water, choosing to abstain from the king's rich foods. After 10 days, they appeared healthier than those who ate the royal fare. Vegetables provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that protect against disease and support every system in the body. Leafy greens, onions, garlic, and cucumbers all have ancient roots and powerful healing benefits. Milk is another biblical food representing abundance and blessing. Milk and its products, like yogurt and cheese, offer high-quality protein, calcium, and probiotics that promote digestive and bone health. When sourced from grass-fed animals, milk is rich in omega-3s and vitamins A and D. Moderation and quality are key, just as they were in ancient times. Salt, used to preserve and flavor foods, is called the salt of the earth in the Bible. While excessive salt can be harmful, natural, unrefined salt contains trace minerals that are vital for health. In the right balance, salt supports hydration, nerve function, and muscle health. Water, though not a food, is mentioned throughout the Bible as a symbol of life, purity, and renewal. Clean, fresh water is essential for every bodily function, from digestion to detoxification. Staying hydrated is a cornerstone of both ancient and modern health wisdom. The wisdom of the Bible teaches us not only what to eat, but how to eat, with gratitude, mindfulness, and respect for the gifts of the earth. Sharing meals, blessing food, and caring for the body are all woven into the fabric of biblical living. These ancient foods, celebrated for their healing properties, remain as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Incorporating these healing foods into our daily lives is a way to reconnect with time-honored traditions and nurture our bodies and souls. Whether it's savoring the sweetness of a ripe fig, drizzling olive oil over fresh vegetables, or breaking bread with family and friends, these practices remind us that true nourishment goes beyond calories and nutrients. It feeds the spirit as well. As we seek healing and wholeness, let us look to the enduring wisdom found in the foods of the Bible. By embracing these simple yet powerful gifts, we honor the legacy of those who came before us and cultivate health that lasts for generations to come.